We need to talk about fat phobia, Clarkson, because fat phobia is deeply linked to homophobia and transphobia, apparently. And of course, we are probably the wrong people to talk about fat phobia, according to the wokes, because neither of us are particularly fat. But
Because we're fat phobic.
I mean, I am a little fat phobic. I'll be honest. I think we'll get into it, but I don't believe I don't believe in body shaming, but I also don't believe in body positivity.
There we go.
All right, let's roll this TikTok from a woman named Samira who says, quote, "It is irresponsible to spew fat phobia on this app."
Phobia should make you uncomfortable because it is intertwined with every single other system of oppression that exists. It is related to sexism, racism, homophobia, xenophobia, classism. And so when you talk about one, you talk about it all. Which is why I say it is irresponsible, disrespectful, and hateful to come on this app and be fat phobic.
Okay, your reaction.
That was a great slam poetry session right there. The dramatic pauses, amazing. No, I am fat phobic. I will always say that, not to other people, but to myself, because if I wasn't fat phobic, I would get fat. Like, I am genuinely scared of getting fat.
And
I
that's
don't want to get
not
fat.
good for your health.
Right. So I'm like, I am going to stay the way I am and work out when I binge and gain a roll on my stomach. And you can do you. You know, if you want to be unhealthy and you want to get fat, I'm not going to judge you for it. I'm not going to shame you for it, but I'm also not going to pretend like it's not unhealthy.
See, I am going to judge you a little for it, to be honest.
Okay, well, maybe, yeah. You're right. I will judge you
There are
for it,
rare
but not as
exceptions of people like
Yeah.
with thyroid conditions or who truly can't help it. But most people who are, and I'm not talking about like you're a little pudgy, like you're not, the airbrush model.
Right.
I'm saying if you're truly obese, in almost all situations, that is a result of your choices as an adult. And I do think it's okay to judge someone. Doesn't mean they're a terrible person, but that they don't take care of themselves. I think it says something about them that's not always the greatest. And I think it's okay to acknowledge that.
Well, yeah, and there's this whole idea that you can't judge one aspect of a person, and I've never really understood it, because I can look at a person who is morbidly obese and make a judgment, which is in our nature, and say they don't have much self-control. Now, wherever that comes from is their own business, but the fact is they clearly don't have self-control because they've let themselves go. Does that mean they're a terrible person? Does that mean I'm judging them on their morality or on who they are? No, but I'm judging that one specific aspect of them, and I know that I can look at myself and say, well, I'm not going to do that, so I'm going to make the judgment and say that that is wrong, or that I don't agree with that, so I don't do it myself.
Yeah, I also have this, I have to push back on conflating fatness with like race or something, because with the rare exceptions that I mentioned, like people with a thyroid condition or something, being fat is a choice, whereas your skin color, your sexuality, these things are not choices. So treating someone differently because of something that's immutable, that's beyond their control, is morally wrong. Treating someone differently because of the choices they make, or having an opinion of someone that's different because of the things they choose to do in their life, we do that all the time. That's not discrimination, that's evaluation.
Ooh, yeah, that's good. That's good. We also, wouldn't have our society is based on evaluation, like you said. Like, we look at someone's resume, and based off of their choices on where they've worked, how long they worked there, maybe they've only been working 6 months, 6 months, 6 months. We make the choice to evaluate them and say, that's questionable. Let's dig into that. So when you look at somebody who is morbidly obese, you're gonna need to evaluate whether or not that person, aligns with whatever it is that you're trying to qualify them for.
Yeah, and I also am not sure you're helping them by being body positive and saying fat is beautiful, healthy at any size, because we have people dying in the United States from obesity. It's like, I think the number one or up there causes of death, obesity related illnesses. And so I don't believe in shaming people or putting them down. Like, I would never want to insult or mock someone for their body, but you also shouldn't affirm unhealthiness or celebrate it or act like it's beautiful or anything like that. And that's what a lot of these people do. And I actually think they're not helping. I think they're harming, and they're encouraging people to stay in lifestyles that will shorten their lifespan, possibly. And I don't think that's kind. I don't think that's loving and tolerant. I think it's enabling.
Yeah, it's evil, actually. And, you know, I even posted a video about this specific video the other day, and somebody commented and they're like, a little bit of empathy goes a long way. And I'm like, yeah, that's true. But a lot of empathy breeds naivety. Like, you're being naive by pretending that this person is not killing themselves slowly. And the question that they should be asking themselves if someone's morbidly obese is, are you suicidal? Because every time that you overeat and you contribute to this lifestyle, because it is a lifestyle, it's a choice, you are killing yourself. So this is the one topic that I get hate from, you know, conservatives and liberals both, because, you know, unfortunately 80% of our population, not 50 to 80%, is like in the obese range or whatever. I don't know the exact statistics, so y'all can fact check me on that. But it kind of tugs people the wrong way. But I'm not going to pretend like this is healthy, because I'm not an evil person.
I want what's best for you. And this woman in this video, we can tell she's not in good health. And I want her to improve that for her sake. I don't want to tell her that that's beautiful or slay queen or anything like that, because that might be nice on the surface, but big picture, I'm not sure it's actually nice. I'm not sure it's actually what's in her best interest. I don't think it is at all.
Yeah, well, people who are truly body positive aren't going to let their body get to that point, because you're not helping your body. You're actively working against it. So it's unfortunate. And I want to clarify that, you know, having a little bit of extra fat, having your body, I'm not saying everybody needs to have washboard abs or everybody has to have a certain body type or be a model. I think you should love yourself regardless of your size, but love yourself enough to continue to make healthy choices. Don't love yourself to the point of being naive and slowly killing yourself.
Absolutely. I completely agree with you.